Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Tyraco here. Today we're going to be taking a look at a few things. The dumpster fire that is Plarium today with the Brimstone change is going to be the #1 focus. Before we do that, I promised that we're going to do a 3v3 takeover from a video that I did a few days ago. On the 3v3 takeover that I did then, we're going to do a 3v3 giveaway. So I said to comment 3v3 help in my previous video, which was the one with this URL right here. Let's go ahead and see where that leads us to. So this URL right here is the video with the Beavis and Butthead advertisement. Besides that, was with the basically entry for this. So went ahead and did this. We have 44 comments. Let's go ahead and see who wins. And then we can take a look at this good old dumpster fire. That is the change to Brimstone. So David Stern, 3v3 help, level 100, and still can't get into gold 1. So I will be replying to your comment on YouTube. Be on the lookout for that. If you watch this video, I'll be replying soon. We can get together on Discord and figure out when we can do this. When I do this, it will be live on probably YouTube, but possibly Twitch, so stay tuned for that. But today, take a look at this, guys. So let me know, how badly did this Brimstone change mess up your account? Sorry about this weird cut, guys, but as I was going back in the editing of this video that you're currently watching, I realized I did not stress two very, very important points. The first thing is for Plarium. Plarium, you really need to give players a free reset on all of their blessings, okay? My Mithrala, for example, she's fine, but say Brimstone was on Duchess. Duchess, I only use her in Hydra, but she places no debuffs. She doesn't need accuracy. But with the Brimstone change, now she needs accuracy. I know there are players out there like that who had Brimstone or has Brimstone on their Duchess or similar champions who don't need accuracy, and now it's a basically useless blessing because they can never place it. That is extremely frustrating, especially if it's somebody who already reset once and now they have to spend 200 gems to switch within the same bracket or 300 gems to switch within a different blessing bracket, which is beyond ridiculous. 300 gems could be used for literally anything else more valuable, especially for players who thought that's going to be what they're going to stick with. And the second thing, if you're watching this and you're seeing the extensions or all the different bugs that are going on with Brimstone, do not change your blessings thinking that this is going to stick around. Give it a few days, let everything settle out, because if Plarium changes it and you've already swapped your blessings, you may be in for a rude awakening when you have to spend 300 or 200 gems to get them switched back. So now let's jump into watching the dumpster fire. That is the current effects of the Brimstone change. So I moved myself to the other side of the screen. I realized I was covering a lot of the text, but let's jump in here and take a look at what is popular in Reddit currently. So the first things first, the Griffin is now reflecting the smite back on the enemy, which is you, and your champions now, if they use active skills, are going to be hit by smite. Wow, that is terrible. Okay, the next thing. Let's see what the next smite thing is. Oh, smite is now extendable. So this right here, we have 9 turns of smite. That's good. That would make you want to have smite below 6-star. That's amazing. Except for the fact it's going to be fixed and definitely not worth switching over to try to take advantage of it. So the next thing, let's see. Oh, look, smite can be spread. So smite can be extended. It can be spread. It can be reflected back onto you from the boss, the Griffin, which is terrible. As you can imagine, you're just going to nuke yourself down, assuming you want to use active skills. And then Brimstone is useless on the Sand Devil. So I tested this out. I wanted to see for myself if Brimstone was truly useless on the Sand Devil, and under 6-star, I think it may be. So hopefully Ninja lands it here. He didn't, unfortunately. Thankfully, I do have enough accuracy on my Ninja to actually place the Brimstone, which is unfortunate that you even need accuracy to do so. But I do have enough accuracy because he's placing his debuffs anyways. But I've seen a lot of players who had, well, actually one player I know specifically, he reached out to me to do a video on his Opardum doing stage 11 solo of the Sand Devils, and he got it down to a relatively fast team. I mean, for that champion, Opardum, soloing Sand Devil, it was a pretty good time. Now watch this, okay? But with the Opardum, it's not going to be nearly the same speed because Smite does nothing on the Sand Devil. Plus, he would need accuracy, but watch this. The Sand Devil woke up. Well, I say it does nothing, but it does nothing in this team, okay? If you have Sleep Champion and the boss, you do it when he's not cleansing, it is going to work fine. But watch this. Usually what would happen is a Sand Devil would use that A2 ability, and then the Brimstone would hit. But now, the boss, go ahead and see, cleanses this, and then does his A2 ability. So there's no smite at any point during this battle. There's zero smites, which means The run went from being about 1.5 to 2 minutes to now about 2.5 to 3 minutes. For me and my ninja, that's not that big of a deal. But a lot of players don't have ninja. They're using Walking Tomb Dring. They're using champions who are far, far slower than ninja. And it's going to be a 3 to 4 minute match and probably up to a 5 to 6 minute match. It's going to be a lot longer. So an area of the game which players already did not like. I mean, Sand Devils is very, very unpopular. It's difficult to build a team, difficult to speed tune. There's quite a few teams, but a lot of the teams are geared for 24 and 25. It's difficult to build a simple guide for 15 to 25 because it's a lot of manual stuff. There are some auto teams, but a lot of it's going to be manual. This time is still not terrible, but it's not as good as it was. So Sand Devil, really, honestly, having this Brimstone change just took an area of the game that was already annoying to now it's even worse, basically. So going back over to Reddit, let's see if we can find anything else negative from the Brimstone. Oh, not even to mention the damage is actually reduced, I believe. But let me check this out, okay? Here's another thing. What is this? Let's see. Let's zoom in here. Enhance this real quick. Debuffs applied via blessings can't be resisted and don't require accuracy, which makes them very powerful until they do require accuracy. And then they're not very powerful. I mean, it's still powerful, okay? It's still a good blessing to have, but it was far better without the accuracy requirement. So we'll mark this out. Debuffs applied via blessings can, okay, there we go. I fixed it. Can be resisted and don't require accuracy. Okay, now if they're 6-star, they can't be resisted. So if you've spent enough money to go ahead or got lucky enough to go ahead and get you a 6-star blessing on your champion who was doing perfectly fine before at 1-star, then hey, there you go. You've succeeded, okay? Now you can use your champion with no accuracy and you're good to go. But unfortunately, that is not the case. Their number one thing on their FAQ for Awakening is going to need to be changed because it currently says a complete lie. Okay, so hopefully that gets changed. Or hopefully, better yet, Brimstone just gets switched back to where it was. So let's see if there's anything else in here. This is a Hydra team. Pretty sweet. Let's see. Anything else as far as... Wait. I'm hesitant to choose Temporal Chains and Polymorph now because they may require accuracy soon. Honestly, I could see where that comes from. I kind of doubt Polymorph is going to be drastically changed. I'm hoping they don't. Hopefully they've gotten enough negative backlash from this to not change Temporal Chains or Polymorph in that way to require accuracy, especially when they originally released saying they are not going to require any accuracy whatsoever. So definitely very weird, very, very weird time for Plarium. And right now, basically, they're having a lot of stuff going on. So now they're going to have to make the buff not be able to be, or the debuff not be able to be spread, not be able to be reflected back onto your champions, because that's super, super annoying against the Griffin. Not be able to be extended. They're going to have to do a lot of extra coding for this one specific blessing that they really should have just left alone. So the 6-star one is going to be great. Obviously, the 6-star blessing, it's going to be perfectly fine. It's going to be like the OG blessing. So this one is a Sand Devil team, but let's see. I think we basically went through all of the Brimstone changes, but man, oh man, they see what they're doing. They just don't care. What is this? Okay. Can't you see you're not making the unused blessings any better? You're just making the useful blessings worse. I mean, that's 100% true. Unfortunately, do you think Brimstone will get nerfed once again? Spread and extend was unintended. Well, yeah, I don't expect the spread and the extend to be on purpose. I 100% expect it to be nerfed, or not nerfed, but fixed. Honestly, like that's a little bit crazy. That makes 1 to 5-star more desired than 6-star, I'd say. Unless 6-star was able to be spread and extended as well, then it might be a little different story. But either way, guys, let me know what your all thoughts are. Let me know if this affected anything for you as far as the Brimstone blessing and the nerf and adjustment goes. I've seen a few people say that the damage reduction has caused their Clan Boss team to do a decent chunk less damage. I didn't realize it was nerfed as far as the damage goes, but I guess it is. So there we go, guys. Smite basically burning down Raid Shadow Legends currently. So I'm sure we'll get some fixes to that within the next few hours. They usually do so when things don't work in favor of the player. So guys, with that said, thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.